Hello everyone, warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to our this session. Hope you all are good. So, with this continuation of the Indian government and politics, would like to start our part two of the discussion of previous year question and strategy for SSB and PGT. Hope you all could able to watch the last part one of the previous year question and strategy. So with this note, let's start. So here you go with the question number 11 because we have already discussed up to the question number 10 in our last session. So let's start our discussion of the previous year question and the strategy. So which Indian leader was in favor of partyless democracy? Okay, so option before you, partyless democracy favored by which Indian leader? So it is the option C, Joy Prakash Narayan. Okay, Joy Prakash Narayan. He gave the idea of your um, the democratic socialism. Okay, democratic socialism. There he discussed the idea about the decentralized model of governance, and also so far so the political partyless democracy concern, he influenced from the Mahatma Gandhi the idea of Ramarajya, the partyless democracy, because in parliamentary form of government, the political party from the different uh, leader from different political party represent a fragment interest. Okay, they not represent the interest of the people from the village or the rural. They only represent the political party's interest. That's why Jayaprakash Narayan rightly support the partyless democracy. So this hope you clear, and the answer is option C. Moving to the next question, who stated that it is not politics that get caste ridden, it is the caste that get politicized. So what is wonderful, the concept statement by whom? The answer is that option B. Okay, Rajani Kothari moved this famous statement. So as we know that in our syllabus there is a mention caste in politics. So in caste and politics we should study about the theory of caste, and by the different thinker like your like Rajani Kothari, then like M.N. Srinivas, then Andrew Bentel. Okay, they are the scholar, and Rajan Kothari basically forwarded this statement, and he provide a famous concept, that is politicization of the caste. Okay, in the politicization of the caste, he provided new insight to the political systems. Okay, politicization of the caste. So we will discuss that thing, but the answer of this question is option B, Rajani Kothari, politicization of the caste. And he also wrote a book, Nation Building in India. So who wrote a book, Nation Building in India? Rajani Kothari. Then moving to the next question, Article 263 deals with what? Okay, Article 263 deals with what? Option A, river dispute, B, interstate council, C, GST council, D, tax imposition by authority of law. What would be the answer? So as we know, the Article 263 deals with interstate councils. Okay, interstate council, and this is comes under our center and state relations. Okay, and the probable question, can we say that in which year the interstate council was constitutes? It was 1990. Okay, they can ask the question under which government the interstate council was constitutes. It is the VP Singh. Okay, Janata Dal VP Singh government. Okay, so VP Singh government. Or they can ask the question which committee recommend the interstate councils. It is the Sarkaria committee. Okay, it is the Sarkaria committee. Or they can ask the question, Sarkaria committee constitute under which government? It is the Indira Gandhi 1983. Okay, 1983. So Under these questions, we discussed the four probable questions. Hope you should incorporate in your strategy while you solving the previous year question to build and to boost up your analytical and the smart strategy to cover that things. Apart from that, you should know that river water dispute deals with which articles? Which article? So it is article 262. Okay, article 262 deals with water dispute. Water dispute, article 263. Okay, and under the Interstate River Dispute Act 1956. So they can ask the question that under which act of parliament the river state dispute has been constituted. Okay, 1956. Hope this question clear you. So similarly, you can also remember the GST Council related to which article? It is article 279A. Okay, article 279A. People come to me and ask that how can we remember so many articles? So in this way, the multiple revision and the different time of uh, the revisions you should remember in that way. So that is the article 263 related with the interstate council. Option B is your answers. Okay, so we will discuss the different article by making the table. There I will help you. Okay, so moving to the next, article 21A was inserted in the constitution by 84 amendment, 85 amendment, 86th amendment and 93 amendment. So what would be the answer here? Okay, so article 21A related to the right to education, free and compulsory education to all children from the age 6 through 14 years. Okay, 6 to 14 years, and option C, 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. So this question has been asked multiple times this year only, last year only, and that year only. So you should know about the article 21A. Okay, 86th amendment. So moving to the next question, option C is the answer. Moving to the next question, the perspectives of overruling is a prominent judicial pronouncement by the apex court, that means Supreme Court. Supreme Court is known as apex court. In case of what? So first of all, you should be aware about the perspectives overruling a doctrine related to what? Option A, Dela Banerjee versus West Bengal. B, Golaknath versus State of Punjab. C, Kesavanand Bharati versus State of Kerala. D, S.R. Bommai case. So what would be the answer here? Perspectives of overruling. Before the answer of this question, would like to clarify you that student come to me and ask that how can we remember this most of doctrine. If we will solve the previous year question of December 2023, there was also a questions with respect to doctrine, but the question arises how would you remember these things. So here I will help you through one table in upcoming session. There I will try to cover the different doctrine with respect to judicial cases. Say for example, doctrine of perspectives overruling. So doctrine of perspectives overruling related to your Golaknath versus State of Punjab. Okay, Golaknath versus State of Punjab 1967. So what does it mean by the perspectives of doctrine of perspectives overruling? That means in Punjab there was a family who have owned up to 300-acre land. Okay, 300-acre land, and the parliament by making a law, they try to seal the acre of land from that family, and that family go to the Supreme Court, and there the concept of perspectives of overruling came to picture, in which Supreme Court highlighted that under Article 13 any law which is inconsistent with the fundamental right, that will consider null and void. So that is related to the perspectives of overruling. You will find a number of cases in which the concept of perspectives of overruling has been noticed, and it is the first time Golaknath versus State of Punjab provided this concept perspectives of overruling. So this is the perspectives of a concept overruling. So now there there is a number of doctrines so which can be asked. These are like your doctrine of the eclipse. You will see the question also with respect to that. Doctrine of the pith and substance, which I have asked in last exam only. Then doctrine of the Estpol. Then doctrine of the severability. Okay, doctrine of the severability. So number of doctrine are there. So in upcoming session I will try to cover that thing through help of the a theory session. That's why I am always believe that we should to cover the theory, then at the time of during the 1 month of before examination we will focus specially to the number of video on question practice. So hope you like understand my intention before the theory session. So if you miss the theory session which I have covered the like up to 5 minutes, okay, so far so your SSB and PGT syllabus concerns I have covered the 5 units, okay. So from the syllabus I have covered, so go and search in the playlist, there will available the video, okay. So you should go through that because this video is dedicatedly for SSB and PGT and you should go through that. Moving to the next question, so answer of this question option B, hope you all understand. Question number 15, that in the election of the President of India, which one below is not a part of electoral college? Option A, elected member of Lok Sabha, elected member of Rajya Sabha. Option C, elected member of Legislative Council, and option B, D, elected member of the State Legislative. So what would be the answer? Okay, electoral college of the your presidents. Okay, so answer of this question option C, the member of state legislative councils are not part of the electoral college of the basically president. So similarly when we talk about president, we should also know about the vice president electoral college. Okay, vice president electoral college can be asked. So moving to the next questions, question number 16, the Indian Constituent Assembly started functioning from option A, 9th December 46, December 9th November 46, December 46, March 47, August 47. So what would be the answer? It's a factual question. Okay, it's a factual question. So answer of this question is option B, that is how December 9, 1946. What we learn from this question? Okay, under the ideology of the Indian Constitution, we need to cover the different year from the evolution of the Constitution Assembly to till the enactment of the or independence of the India. Okay, like there are different year that in which year the national flag of India was adopted. Okay, so that can be like there. Then also like in which year Dr. Rajendra Prasad take the charge of the presidents, that can be asked. In which year the our constitution was drafted by our Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, that can be asked. So when we will talk about the Constitution Assembly, we will discuss with the through of the table chart. Okay, through of the table chart there will I will mention different thing and it is helpful to you quickly revise the concept. Okay, so that is the main idea. So option B is the answers. Moving to the next question, the origin of the preamble lies in, so it's very obviously questions, origin of preamble, option D, objective resolution. Okay, so objective resolution is moved by our honorable Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so the origin of the preamble. Okay, so that the preamble is mentioned in our syllabus also. So we will discuss that thing, like the cases related to the preamble, the what in which the amendment the added in the preamble. Okay, then the different the scholar commented on the Indian preamble. So all will need to discuss. Okay, so that's became the important for us. Okay, can anyone tell me that which is the first case related to the preamble? Which is the first case? Okay, the first case is Berry Union. Okay, under Berry Union, so it was declared that preamble is not part of the constitution. So we will discuss subsequently different things. So far, so that answer of this question is option D. Okay, objective resolution. So you should know also that in which your objective resolution was passed by Nehru, and which year it was adopted by our basically constitution. So this was your homework. You should do like prepare a chart. Okay, there you should mention all detail. Okay, okay. So that would be the most appropriate thing. Okay. So this is the how the way of preparations, like this is the strategy. You ask me that sir, what is the appropriate strategy? No, this is the strategy. You should aware about that thing. Okay, so in 1946, okay, 1946 December 13 your objective resolution was passed, and it was basically came to force 1947 January 22. So that is the way of remembering the basically factual information, because this will be asked. So answer of this question is option D nonetheless. Okay, moving to the next, which is not related to the Indian Home Rule movement. Okay, Indian Home Rule movement. Option A, movement on the line of Irish Home Rule movement. Option B, Dadabhai Naroji led to the movement in 1916s. Option C, Annie Besant and Bal Gangadhar Tilak were frontline leader. Option D, All India Home Rule League was founded at Belgaum in April 1916. So which is not incorrect one. So here I will tell you that how can you attempt the statement based questions. Like people come to me and ask that how can attempt the statement based question, because they will confuse you by writing the multiple statement, and you will think that might be correct. No, here is the catch. So option B, Dadabhai Naroji is not related to the home rule movement. Dadabhai Naroji is related to the, okay, sorry guys for the inconvenience. There was like a vehicle is moved in this street. So let's see here. The Dadabhai Naroji was basically death in 1918, and he was not related to the home rule movement. Okay, who are related to the home rule movement? They are Aurobindo Ghosh. Okay, they are Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, so they are the Bal Gangadhar Tilak, then Annie Besant. Okay, they are related to the home rule movement, and it was started in 1916. Okay, so Maharashtra only, the Belgaum. Okay, so that was basically the important thing. Okay, so you should know about here the like the thinker's timeline. Okay, that it's at least you know, then you can easily identify the question, because how can you know that like who related to which one, what are the different movement, but the timeline need to very much clear here. Okay, so by the way, the answer is basically option B, because under the national movement we did study that things. Moving to the next, who was the chairman of state reorganization commissions? And believe me, you will also agree with me that this question is asked in multiple times. Okay, like this year only, December 2023, and different times. Okay, so state reorganization commissions, the Fazal Ali. Okay, Fazal Ali, option D. Fazal Ali was also a governor of the Odisha. Okay, do remember that thing, a governor of Odisha. Can anyone tell me that in which year the state reorganization commission was appointed by government of India? So it is which year? 1953. Thereafter also there is a state reorganization commission act 1956. Okay, clear? So whenever I used to say different information from one question, you should try to note it. Okay, you should make short note of it, because at the time of your last minute of examination you should revise that thing. Moving to the next question, NN Bohra committee was appointed to examine what? Okay, NN Bohra committee, and it's also one of, we can say that a celebrate questions. Okay, a trend questions. So option C is answer, NN Bohra, a committee related to the electoral reform that related to the nexus between the politician and criminal. Okay, okay, so NN Bohra. So you should know also the year of NN Bohra committee. Don't you think so? Okay, so what is the year? You should make note of it. Okay, so year of the NN Bohra committee. Okay, so answer of this question option C. So what we have to cover here, we know that the electoral committee they will ask. So you should make a table. In this table, this side you have to write down the different electoral committee, the committee related to electoral reform, and their major decisions, like N.N. Bohra, the politician and criminal narcissist. Then the committee like Tarkunde committee, the lowering down the age of the voting. Okay, then Dinesh Goswami committee, then basically Jiban Reddy committee. So different electoral committee should write now, because this time I hope the question will do come from electoral committee, because this is the election year, day of the year of the elections, so they cannot miss. So option of this question is basically option C. Moving to the next questions. Before that, I would like to request to all of you and bring your attention that if you like my way of explanations with a different, with a question which cover the different your concept and number of questions, if you like this kind of effort and will request to me to bring such genuine content in upcoming sessions with regard to Indian polity, I would like to request to all, please subscribe. It is the only source which motivate me for to you bring such kind of content and the different things at a one platform, because I know each and everyone have the good amount of knowledge and content, but here we are discussing very systematical way and the compilation of things is done, the quality of content. So I think you should, and you must subscribe our channel, because this is the only way which motivate me. Otherwise, why I will do for you? Okay, that is how the take and give relation here, very very frankly if I'll say. Okay, so let's start. Apart from that, so question number 21, which committee was not associated with electoral reform in India? Let's see. We discussed that thing and that was a questions. So how we are lucky, huh? So option A, Tarkunda committee, recently we had discussion, yes. Dinesh Goswami committee, recently we had discussed, yes. Jiban Reddy committee, recently we had discussed, yes. So it is a latest committee, okay, 2004 I guess, 2004, okay. LK Jaha committee is not related to the electoral reform committee. In multiple question you will see the option of LK Jaha committee. I will say it was one of the favorite option of the SSB. And LK Jaha committee related to whom? LK Jaha committee related to whom? It is related to the something accommodation in hostel infrastructure, in term of the seats, in term of the like room infrastructure, building, different things. So LK Jaha committee, so they can ask the question, LK Jaha committee related to what if is not related to electoral reform committee. Okay, so that is the main thing you need to know. Okay, then moving to the next question. So option C is not related to electoral reform committee. This was also asked in the last examinations. Okay, then which doctrines felt out that any law which is inconsistent with the fundamental right is not invalid? Okay, so doctrine of eclipse, doctrine of pith and substance, doctrine of the severability, and doctrine of estophol. Okay, so which is the answers? And I know most of people are troubling with such kind of question, but I will make you sure that how you can how can respond this question. Okay, how you can answer these questions. So by the way, answer of this question option A, doctrine of eclipse. So let's understand the meaning of doctrine of eclipse and doctrine of severability. Doctrine of eclipse that deals with the provisions which is inconsistent with the fundamental right that cannot be considered invalid. Say for example, today is the date of your 5th May. Okay, 5th May 2024. 5th May 2024. Say for example, electoral bond was declared null and void, and we know on this day electoral bond is also considered as a null and void, although it was declared in the month of April, but we know this electoral bond is considered null and void. Why? Because it is inconsistent with the fundamental right. We all know article 19 clause 1. Okay, article 19 clause 1. But according to doctrine of eclipse, if in the year of 2025 January the electoral bond provision is not violate the fundamental right, that became the what? A law. and Supreme Court cannot be considered it is the null and void. So that is how the doctrine of eclipse means that even if the law which is considered inconsistent with the fundamental right, that is considered as null and void in the past, but in future if something is not inconsistent with the fundamental right, that law is not considered null and void. So this was the example of the electoral bond. Hope you can remember. And guys, you are coming to the doctrine of severability. Doctrine of severability deals with that. For example, there is a law. Okay, there is a law. Suppose there is a law like electoral bond again. Example, electoral bond again. If the some section of electoral bond is considered violate the fundamental rights, that will declare null and void. Okay, but apart from that, the rest of the section would be not considered null and void. That will consider basically in force. Okay, so that is how doctrine of severability. Severability means what? The a specific provision of a particular law will declare null and void, and the several provision which is not violate, that will be coming to force. Okay, that is how doctrine of severability. So hope you two concept is clear, and the answer of this question is basically option part A. Okay, so I will promise that I will make a proper table where I will try to cover different judicial related the doctrine, because from here the question basically asked as in 2023 they asked these things. Okay, these things. Okay, so option A is the answer of this question. Moving to the next questions, which is not a constitutional body. Okay, option A, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Option B, Attorney General of India. Option C, Central Commission Information, and option D, UPSC. So what would the answer? Okay, so answer of this question is option C, the Central Commission's Central Commission Informations. It is not a constitutional body. If you analyze the syllabus, there was no mention about the constitutional body and statutory body, but in UGC NET it was mentioned. But although it is not mentioned, we should take a proactive role here, and we should cover the constitutional body and statutory body, at least its provision, and which are the committee comes under constitutional and which are the committee comes under statutory body. Okay, that is the main idea. So answer of this question basically option C, the Information Commission, which was basically constituted in 2005. Okay, so answer of this question is basically option C. Moving to the next questions, identify the wrong payer under the Indian constitutions. So here you can see the article and different provisions. The protection against arrest and detentions, it's correct. Then legislative power of president 123, it's ordinance making power of the presidents. Can anyone tell me that which article of the governor deals with the ordinance making power? 213. Okay, 213. It is the 123, and just reverse the 212 things. That is how the ordinance making power of governor 213. Okay, so 213 ordinance making power of the governor. And Attorney General of India 76. Okay, 76. So joint session of parliament is basically, guys, 108. Okay, 108. Okay, so this thing are trend. That's why they ask the question. Attorney General of India always in the limelight. So that's the important thing. So answer of this question basically option B. So at least the important thing you should remember, because all the article, it is not it is not practical to remember, as we all humans, not a computer. But you should remember that thing like provision of the president, provision of the parliament, and the Attorney General of India, Solicitor General of India, because they are the always in the limelight, like be it your case of CM Arvind Kejriwal. So they are like a contest for the they are stand before the Supreme Court on the behalf of the central government. So that's why they ask the questions. Okay, so option B is the answer. Moving to the next question, which year first times Lok Sabha was dissolved before the end of the term? So it is a top questions. It is a top question. So how can you remember? Can anyone tell me right now which Lok Sabha election is going to held? So it is 18 Lok Sabha. Okay, so you should know about the number of term of Lok Sabha. Okay, so the first time Lok Sabha was dissolved before the end of term. Okay, so option A 70, 80s, 91, 99. Okay, so people come to me and ask, sir, how can we like cover these parts? Okay, because this is very difficult and typical task. But what we need to do? So first let me provide the answer. Option A is the answer. 1970. Okay, 1970, the basically Lok Sabha was dissolved before its completion of the term. Okay, or it is considered the first midterm poll. First midterm poll. First midterm poll 1971. Okay, dissolved 1970 and 1971. Okay, it is first midterm poll. You can say questions. So what is the whole about the historical background of these questions? Your Indira Gandhi, okay, Honorable former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, a tenure, if you remember, the tenure of the Honorable Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, 1967 to 1977, first tenure, okay, so first tenure after the Lal Bahadur Shastri, okay, after the Lal Bahadur Shastri, and in between 1970, there is a split within government, within the Indian National Congress. That is how the Congress O and Congress R. Congress R led by the Indira Gandhi, Congress O led by the Morarji Desai and different basically your the leader. Okay, Morarji Desai and different leader. And basically Indira Gandhi, due to the minority of government, requested to the presidents. Okay, requested to the presidents. Okay, to dissolve the basically the Lok Sabha. Okay, to dissolve the Lok Sabha. But Lok Sabha is going to be completed term in 77. Okay, but due to this scenario, the Lok Sabha dissolved. Okay, that's why it is the asked the question the before the completion of the term. Okay, and why they ask the question and how we cover that things. Okay, so you will ask me that you need to cover the different things about the Lok Sabha, when it happened, when the midterm, first midterm, when the Lok Sabha dissolved first times before completion of the term. No, so all things can be remembered through the one things. So I will make a table, there I will try to discuss different prime minister and their different unique things. Okay, for example, Indira Gandhi unique thing, the emergency. Indira Gandhi unique thing, the Indian National Congress, which was a long lasting political party, first time split, so that is unique thing, they can be asked. Similarly, the unique thing, PV Narasimha Rao, the place of Worship Act 1991, so that is unique thing we will discuss. Okay, so different prime minister and their term and their different the landmark things that we should remember, that we have to remember in a chronological base. Okay, so this is the whole idea of these questions. Okay, so option A basically answer of these questions. Okay, hope you able to get the philosophy of these questions. Okay, moving to the next question, question number 27. Which article of the constitution mentioned duty of the prime ministers? Okay, 74, 78, 75, 86. Okay, what is the answers? Duty. Okay, option C, option B. Okay, it's B and option C. Okay, option C, B. So my mistake, B, 78. Okay, article 78 talks about duty of the prime minister. Okay, so similarly you should know about article 74, aid and advice to the whom? The prime minister, sorry, the presidents. Then article 75, the collective responsibility of the council of minister to Lok Sabha. Okay, and article 86 related to the what, the the president's power to the prorogation, dissolutions, and summons. Okay, different things. Okay, so that's why I am always tell you that do remember, at least you should make a proper table chart, the prime minister related article, president related article, Supreme Court related article, so for a ready reference. Okay, for a ready reference. So options basically B is the answers. Moving to the next questions. Identify wrong pair in the list given below. So option A, first information broadcasting minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Option B, chairman of the state reorganization commissions, Asaf Ali. Option C, basic structure doctrine, Kesavanand Bharati. Option D, article 21 in the constitution, 86 constitutional amendment act. So what would be the answer? So answer of this question, guys, basically option, basically you need to find wrong, and option B is wrong. Okay, so it is not Asaf Ali, it is the Fazal Ali. Okay, it is the Fazal Ali who was the governor of Odisha also. Okay, and he is the chairman of the state reorganization commission. Option B is the answer. Option B is the answer. So this question was basically asked in your PGT. Okay, PGT 2023. Okay, PGT 2023. So that is the idea. So we have already discussed that thing in our lecture of the Odisha government and politics under the session of the governor. We have to discuss all the things, so you should go and explore the playlist there available, the proper playlist of the Odisha government and politics, so you should cover that thing. Okay, so option B is the answer. And if you see this thing also there in your 2023 examination, so these are the things they try to take a reference from the previous year question and frame the questions. Okay, so option B is the answer of this question. Moving to the 29 questions, the ninth schedule of the constitution was inserted by the parliament resolutions, the presidential proclamation, and option C the first amendment act, and option B second amendment act. So what would be the answer here? So answer of this question is basically C, the first amendment act. So first amendment act is also known as the land reform or the selling act. Okay, the selling act. Why it is required? Because after the independence, our India was going through a starvation, poverty, and there is requirement of the elimination of the poverty. But what basically our founding father noticed, they have noticed the inequality exists in the society. The people, those have like acre land, the land, but on the other hand people are not getting to for a one day meal. So to eliminate this, the jamindari systems, or taking the land from the people, those have affluent amount of land, the first amendment act basically came to picture in 1951. Okay, and that is basically related to the 90th schedule. Okay, 90th schedule. And from here the concept of the doctrine of overruling is basically came to picture. Okay, doctrine of perspectives of overruling came to picture. So that is how whole the connections. So the doctrine of historical overruling connected with the 9th schedule, 9th schedule connected with the first amendment act, first amendment act related to your land reform, selling act. So here you can connect how the thing is basically related. Okay, and my responsibility that I will let you know that what are the different things the examiner is limited to that area only, that I will discuss with the comprehensive way. Okay, with this comprehensive way and my way of presenting different thing through table. Okay, so table. So that is how the thing, option C is the answer. Okay, that is the 9th schedule. Okay, 9th schedule. Moving to next question, which fundamental right was described heart and soul of the constitution? It's very obvious question, we all know, the right to constitutional remedy, article 32. Okay, so option basically D. Moving to the next, before that again I would like to request, please subscribe our channel and do share with your friend, because if you share, our channel will be develop and it will motivate me that I will always do your request and fulfill your all demand. Okay, so moving to the questions apart from that. So 31 question, what are the ideological basis of Indian constitution written in the summary fashions? Okay, fundamental right, DPSP, preamble, and fundamental duty. Okay, ideological basis obviously preamble. Okay, preamble you will find the socialism ideology, preamble you will find the liberalism ideology, preamble you will find the concept of mixed economy, preamble you will find the French Revolution idea, life, liberty, property, preamble you will find the justice, the Russian Revolution of justice, preamble you will find the concept of sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic. Okay, you will find the concept of the different things. Okay, fraternity concept. So this is how it is ideological basis. So within one basically the document or the summary, ideological framework of the Indian constitution was present. Okay, so that is how I will basically will tell you that you should study or be by heart the preamble as it. Okay, the preamble text should be by heart as it. Okay, so the answer of this question option C. Moving to the next question, the purpose of inclusion of DPSP is for what? Okay, is for what? It's socio and economic democracy. DPSP, socio and economic democracy, option C is the answer. Okay, so they basically know about the philosophy of different concepts, like fundamental right for what? For the liberalism ideology. DPS for what? For the socio-economic democracy. Okay, political democracy, fundamental right. Okay, socio-economic democracy, your DPS, and it is also known as a positive liberalism, when the state role do a positive role. Okay, state here do welfare activity. Okay, so we will discuss that thing, a comparison study of fundamental right, DPSP and different thing. Okay, okay, option C is the answer. Moving to the next question, uh, which of the following was held to the basic structure of the constitution in SR Bommai versus the Union of India? Before that, would like to tell you that we should know about the different cases. Okay, different cases and different provision laid down in the cases. For example, we SR Bommai cases, Kasavanand Bharati cases, the cases related to the governor. Okay, the cases related to preamble. Okay, because from there the question basically asks, be it your UGC net, be it your like the SSB. Okay, so answer of this question is basically a secularism. Okay, secularism, federalism declare a basic structure under the SRBMI basically versus Union of India. Which year? Anyone tell me? So it's 1994. Okay, 1994. Moving to the next question, which amendment of the constitution put a, so answer of this question is basically option A. And moving to the next question, which amendment of the constitution put a ceiling on the total number of the member of the council of minister with the prime minister at 15% of strength of the Lok Sabha? So what would be the answers? Okay, what would be the answer? So answer of this question is option, what is the answer? Option B. Okay, 91st, that is how 2003. Okay, so they can simply ask the question, which committee recommended that the strength of council of minister would be 45. Okay, 40, I would say 42 to 43 something. Okay, 42 to 43, it is the first ARC. Okay, first ARC committee. Okay, first ARC committee basically recommended the strength of the council of minister. Okay, so it was constituted in which year? 1966, first ARC. So you can like you can analyze how within one question we do cover multiple things. Okay, that should be the main approach. Okay, so option B is the answer of this question. Moving to the next questions, question number 35, in the given list which party is a national party? Which party is a national party? Option, what is the answer? Option C is the answer. I will ask you why they ask the questions. Why they ask the questions? So in your syllabus mention the national party, political party concept, and also it was asked in 2023. Guys, in 23 only there are basically a few political party was lost the status of political party, and Aam Aadmi Party declared as a national party. Okay, national party which was formed in the year of 2013. If I am not wrong, please check it. 2030. Okay, 2013 or 2012. Please once check it. Okay, because it's important. So I will let you cover the national political party right now. 6. What are the national political party? Which national political party now not considered as a national political party? They are Trinamool Congress. Okay, so in All India National Trade Union, Trinamool Congress. Okay, so these are the national party and National Congress Party. Okay, so and also the CPI, the Communist Party of the what? Communist Party of India. What? It's the CPI which was created in 1925. That was basically not a national party right now. So we should know about that thing, because the thing which is happen in current affair, they basically ask the questions. Okay, so we will discuss under the current affairs session of Indian polity the electoral bond concept, the concept of we should discuss about the political party also, and we will also discuss the different enactment with respect to our the related to the religions, because the right now the our elections or political party present their manifesto on the basis of religions. Okay, due to the Ram Mandir establishment. So that different thing we need to cover on the basis of current affair way. Okay, so answer of this question is basically options C is the answer. And moving to the next question, Article 263 which provide interstate council as an instrument for cooperation, coordination in evolution of the common policy was founded in which years? Okay, so obviously we have already discussed that things. Option D, 1991 under the VP Singh government. Okay, so interstate council was created for the first time in 1990. Okay, so under the Janata party. Okay, Janata Party government. Okay, option C, D is the answer. Moving to the next question. Read the following statement and identify the which is fully correct. So first midterm poll for Lok Sabha was held in 1971. Sri Neelam Sanjeev Reddy is the only president to be elected unopposed. Dinesh Goswami committee on elected reform recommended a use of EVM in the in the elections. Okay, what is the basically correct things you need to find. Okay, so if you remember, I have already discussed with you that first time the Lok Sabha was dissolved before its compilations through the multiple example. What is the answer? So I will let you know the answer. First, let's check one by one. So first midterm poll for the Lok Sabha has held 1971. It's correct because midterm poll means what? That is how the Lok Sabha before completed of its term it was dissolved. Don't you think so? That is how in different term, different name, by putting their paraphrasing word they make the questions. So that is correct. During the time of Indira Gandhi government, it was first midterm poll held. Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, we all know the unopposed the elections. Okay, the get elected. This two thing is correct, but Dinesh Goswami committee is not recommended for the EVM. Okay, for the EVM. That's why it was incorrect. Just eliminate here, eliminate. So option C here eliminate, option also C here eliminate, and option A, B is the answer. D. Don't you think so? So this is all about your things of these questions. So I will ask you, because this is always I said that this is the year of election, so they can ask the question EVM, they can ask the question VVPAT, they can ask the question Nota, because these are the different things which laid down the Supreme Court. Okay, if you check out the recently the judgment of Supreme Court regarding EVM, so there you will find what the Supreme Court said. Also people filing before the Supreme Court regarding the VVPAT. So these are the current things and it is important because of election. So you should know about EVM used in the basically in which year first time, in which state. Okay, VVPAT is usually in which state, in the which year. Okay, Nota usually in which state, in which year first time. So they can ask the question because this was asked in your UGC net and that can be asked. So if you will request me in comment section for specifically the different things happen in the this year, okay, due to the elections, so I will take a separate dedicated lecture for this concept of VVP EVM from its starting history. Okay, so if you will request only, then I will make a video on it. Okay, so you should request on the comment section. So by the way, the answer of this question is basically option D. Moving to the next questions, Justice Sarkaria Commission basically was set up by which government to examine the relationship and balance of power between center and state in India. Okay, so which government? I have already clear you that Justice Sarkaria Commission was basically constituted in 1983 under the Indira Gandhi government. So that is option B. Okay, and it provided its report in 1988. And the Justice Sarkaria Commission consists how many member? 3 member. Okay, 3 member. Okay, so option basically B is the answers. Moving to the next thing, so here we notice that the different prime minister and under that time what are the different thing happen. Okay, what are the different thing happen, so you should remember that things. Moving to the next, which article of the Indian Constitution states that the decision of Supreme Court are binding on all courts of the country? So obviously we all know article 148, that Supreme Court decision binding on the all court. Okay, option D is the answer. Moving to the next question, Indian parliamentary systems, when a joint session is held to end the impasse, who presides over the meeting? Simply that joint sitting, during the time of joint sitting in parliament, who presides over the meeting? It is the basically Speaker of Lok Sabha. Okay, option D is answer. Basically, sorry, my mistake, guys, please make a correct of it. Option A, President of India. Okay, President of India. So under article 108, joint sitting and presided by the President of the India. So we will discuss that thing. So I think I should stop here because I have still 10 questions to clarify to you, but I will provide this thing in the PDF, so you should go through that questions. I will not discuss any further previous question of the your Indian polity, because we need to cover also the concept and theory. Like there are different things we need to cover because it's important because of the general election of 18 general elections this year. Okay, so I will cover now the starting from the tomorrow onwards regarding the concept and theory part of your Indian polity specific to the SSB. Okay, specific to SSB, the regarding the different way of the question framing. So I am stopping here only, and rest 10 question you should solve yourself through the PDF. I will share you the PDF in the Telegram channel, so you should join the Telegram ID, that is Tapas Kumar Pradhan Pradhan ki Pathashala @ okay _ okay. So thank you everyone for being part of it and providing a lot of love for making this kind of video. And if you really like my way of explanation and my way of providing the logic that how the question frame and you should prepare in different table and chart and the simplistic manner, because all the basically competition is going to high, and you need to be very specific to our examination only. Okay, so that's why you should join with us and like letting me know that what you want. Okay, so that's why that's solved from my side. Okay, hope you like my effort. If you like, please subscribe and please share with your friend, and share the channel link with your colleagues, that they will also get benefit out of it. Okay, thank you guys for being part of it. Thank you, have a nice day. Thank you, meet you soon.